what's up guys, Benny here and welcome to the 5 most overpowered classes and loadouts in Call of Duty Warzone right now. I'm going to quickly show you the classes and then show you gameplay with them to tell you why you should be using them. Also, if you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button as 75% of you watching are not subscribed to the channel and you'll get better at Warzone, I promise. But the first loadout of the day is the overpowered CR56 AMAX, which a lot of people have been using right now, but on it, you're going to want to have that monolithic suppressor. Goes on every assault rifle in the game. The barrel, you want the XRK Zodiac barrel because it gives you that damage range, bullet velocity, and recoil control. Then you're going to have the optic of choice. Now, I personally think the VLK 3.0 is the best optic in the game right now, especially when you combine it with that T-pose, which is worth unlocking if you haven't already. It's the cleanest sight. It's a bit like the blue dot for the holographic. Then we're going to have the underbarrel. Now, if you're playing on mouse and keyboard, go for the Commando foregrip if you're confident in your ability to control the AMAX's recoil. However, most controller players and the majority of players, I think, should go for the Ranger foregrip. This is going to increase that recoil control and aiming stability. It's going to allow you to land as many shots as possible, get the fastest time to kill. So you're going to have that. And then to finish off the AMAX, you want that 45 round mag. Then we have an MP5 paired with it. I prefer having an SMG. Then with that, I have the Monolithic Integral, the 5MW laser, the Merc foregrip underbarrel, the 45 round mag, and then, of course, the F-TAC collapsible stock, before having the EOD, Overkill amped, Semtex, and a heartbeat sensor. Now, what makes this class so damn good is its versatility. First of all, that MP5, great up close and allows you to move around the map quickly. And then the CR56 AMAX, the hardest hitting assault rifle in the game right now. It's actually got the fastest time to kill. Now, a reason that a lot of pro players don't use it over the Kilo is because it's not as consistent because of the recoil with the weapon. Now, there are a few things that you can do to counter this. First of all, you can do things like crouch to drop the recoil whilst you're shooting. You can mount. If you're using mouse and keyboard, you tend to find controlling recoil a little bit easier. However, this once you get going, it's so much fun to use. It's a breath of fresh air and you drop people so quickly, especially if you land those headshots. And that's a big tip for you if you go ahead and use this class. Remember, play it the same way that you play the Kilo, but those medium distances is where those short to medium distances, should I say, is where you're going to really notice the AMAX really outperform and be overpowered, because you'll notice in the gameplay, I'm constantly switching between my MP5 and the AMAX, depending on the distance of the opponent. Second I get up close, use that MP5. Second someone's a bit further away, you can do it. And you just saw there was a bit of recoil. With a Kilo, that would have been a much cleaner kill. But this distance, nothing can stop it. Especially when you get that last little bullet clipping the head. You can down people so quickly. It is a lot of fun to use, as I said. So go ahead, try this loadout out. You will not regret it. And also, everyone's becoming an AMAX lover. I don't think I've ever seen this gun used as much. And I feel like it could become one of the key meta weapons. I see everyone saying it's an S-class weapon. It's not in the kind of lower tiers anymore. And if people get better and improve and start being able to control their recoil more, this is going to be #1, I guarantee you. Now, our second overpowered loadout is the overpowered Ghost loadout, which is a new loadout that I've started using recently, and it is ridiculously good. This particular version, I'm using the Ram 7, and on the Ram 7, you're going to want to have that monolithic suppressor, of course, the FSS Ranger barrel. Once again, it's the longest barrel. It's Warzone. You're going to want that. The underbarrel, I run with the Commando foregrip. I use a 50 round mag, and then the optic, I go for the VLK, and of course, put that T-pose on there. It's really going to help you. Then, weirdly, this is an overpowered Ghost class. Now, it means you, of course, start off with Ghost. So you've got EOD, Ghost, and Amp, which means you need a pistol. Now, you might know the pistols have been nerfed a lot recently. However, the M19 pistols are slightly ridiculous. I'm not going to lie to you. You're going to want to have that 21 round mag in there. You've got the lightweight trigger, you've got a akimbo, of course, then you've got the 5MW laser, and then you've got the XRK V extended, and that is the overpowered Ghost loadout. Now, this loadout actually became popular because of the Russian competitive scene, and I can see the huge advantages of this loadout, and one of the reasons it's overpowered is because you get Ghost straight off the rip. Now, the Ram 7 isn't always my favorite assault rifle, even though it is one of the fastest killing assault rifles, especially out of the 5.56 category, so like the Kilo, the M4, the not the M13, but those 5.56 assault rifles, it just destroys them, and you'll see it multiple times. But what's really interesting is the M19 pistols. It's not the Renettis, it's not the snake shots, but these things hit like a truck. Like, it is ridiculous. The only thing that I was losing up close with them was a fire shotgun. It's the only thing that can stand up against it, especially if you've got fast trigger fingers. But I love the RAM, especially if you mount up and just kind of remove the recoil, you can just drop people. Yes, it's a 50 round mag, but it really, really does stand up. But those M19 pistols, the ability to have ghosts straight off the rip is one of the best things with this loadout, because if normally people are having to wait for that second loadout drop to get their ghost perk, and people are spamming UAVs, especially if you're in higher skilled lobbies at the moment, you just get rushed by an enemy squad. So if you can get this loadout, you only need one loadout to get all your perks, the right weapons. That also means that you don't necessarily have to use both loadout drops. So it's a lot easier to regain if you get taken out, because the second loadout drop is most likely not going to have disappeared. It gives you a lot more options. Really fun class to use. Give it a go. Let me know what you think. Personally, I think I might switch it up and try using this class with either the AMAX or the Kilo. It'll work really nicely, but had a lot of fun using it. Let me know what you think. Now, our third overpowered loadout of the video is the overpowered M4A1. The M4 is just like that classic weapon that everyone loves. It's one of the most popular weapons to use in Warzone, so I thought I'd give you the best class for it. On the M4A1 itself, I go for the monolithic suppressor, obviously. The barrel is the stock M16 Grenadier. A lot of people used to use the Corvus for the mobility, but the Grenadier is the best one. You then go for the underbarrel Commando foregrip, the 60 round mag on this, and then of course the VLK scope. Now you can go for a Corp Combat or a mini reflex if you really want to, but I'm just a strong believer in the VLK, as you probably realize from my videos, and then that T-pose scope on it as well. And then with that, I use the R9 shotgun. I know, but it is overpowered. It's the best gun in the game right now. You're gonna have the choke on there with the tac sentry barrel, 5MW laser, the stippled grip tape, and then dragon breath rounds to round it up. Now, hopefully it gets nerfed when Cold War gets added into the game, but it's still at the top of the Warzone right now. Now, what can I say? The M4 is just, I think it's that gun that everyone just keeps going back to. It's reliable, and the R9 shotgun just had to go in because it's overpowered. These are overpowered loadouts. These are the loadouts that are going to get you the most kills, allow you to do the best that you possibly can. And the M4 is just super consistent. It's just an assault rifle that is going to do you well at short range, medium range, long range. It's got a little bit of recoil compared to the Kilo, but it's got a faster fire rate, so it means you can get a faster time to kill if you land all your shots. And then the fire shotgun, I don't really know what to say about this, but doof. Like, there is no gun in the game that can stand up against this right now. You can be in any situation up close, you can dupe multiple people, even if you've not got any health left. The shotgun is where it is. Just use this when you're using the shotgun. Have no fear. Run into people, spray them with fire, but keep it a short distance. And if you go up against it, this is actually a big tip that I've really started doing myself. If you hear someone having a doof, make sure you just disengage. If you're using an MP5, just backpedal away from them. You cannot win against a shotgun, and you can hear it from halfway across the map. So if you hear it, try and avoid it and play the situation so that they can't use it. Also, you'll see me do it all the time. Use vehicles to get up to people really close with this. Hop out and you can just take them out really quickly. But the M4 it's just a really good all-round gun. I really enjoy using it. Let me know what you think about this loadout. One of the best in the game right now. And yeah, you can change the assault rifle if you want to, but I'd suggest using the M4 with this particular loadout. It's a lot of fun to use. Then our fourth overpowered loadout of the video is my overpowered sniper class. Now this is the MP7 Kar98k combo. Now remember to choose a armory weapon or blueprint which has the iron sights that you prefer on the MP7. I've gone for the Piercer one for this. Then on the muzzle, you want that monolithic suppressor, the recon barrel, the Merc foregrip, 60 round mag, and then stippled grip tape. An incredible MP7. Then for the sniper, the Kar98k, personally for me, is better than the SBR. I really enjoy using this. Monolithic suppressor, longest barrel, tac laser, the variable sniper scope for me. You can use the sniper scope as well if you want to. And then the F-Tac Sport Comb, which is going to increase that aim down sight speed, which is a really, really important thing with the car because you're using it as an aggressive sniper. Then perks, EOD, Overkill, Amped, C4, and I also kind of like to have a heartbeat sensor with it as well. We can't not include an overpowered sniper class, and I really enjoy using this because I like playing quite aggressively. I'm used to it in a competitive environment of rushing against people to get high kill games. The Kar98 supports that, and the MP7 for me is an SMG that gives you a bit more versatility compared to the MP5 because it can be used at those further distances and still be effective. And the Kar98 itself, you'll see this, it's just you can just snap onto opponents really quickly, even if you're under gunfire, and get that shot off. And like that is really where this class stands out. It's not like the HDR where you've got a long zoom in time and you can't really get the shots off if you're being shot at. And as I said, the MP7, you'll see me do this a lot with this gun, is when I'm getting shot at, I will kind of switch to the MP7. If I miss my shots of the sniper, switch to that MP7 and finish off the kill. Happens all the time. And there aren't many weapons that have really kind of stood the test of time in Warzone. This was a loadout that was being used in Season 1, though people were mainly using the HDR with it until they realized the Kar98 is a brilliant, brilliant aggressive sniper, and you will have a lot of fun. I think that's one of the big things I have to say with this. You will have a lot of fun with this loadout. You can just rush people, you can fight people at a distance, and I feel like the gameplay style that you're going to have is going to help you get a lot more wins compared to like a Kilo with a fire shotgun, which is, yeah, it's a brilliant, brilliant class, but this is really satisfying. So make sure to give it a go if you haven't already. It's going to do you well. Now, our fifth and final loadout for this video is the most overpowered loadout of them all. It's the one that's been used in all the tournaments recently, and it's the Kilo. And it's not the MP5. I was trying to trick you, but it's the R9 shotgun, of course. But this is just breaking everything in Warzone right now. This is what every pro player is using, but on that Kilo, it's a monolithic suppressor, Stingard Arms 19.8 Prowler barrel, that VOK with the T-pose reticle, very, very important. Then the attachments, once again, Commando foregrip, 60 round mag. We then go to the R9 shotgun. It's what we saw earlier. It's that choke, tac sentry barrel, 5MW laser, dragon breath rounds, and that stippled grip tape, and then the usual perks. This thing is just ridiculous. We all knew this loadout was going to be in here because it is, as I said, the tournament loadout in Warzone. Every single top player uses this. There is not really any weakness to this loadout. The Kilo, exceptional at medium to long range. It will beat most other assault rifles. The only assault rifle I think that can really compete with it is the AMAX, because it does have a fast time to kill. If you go up against a skillful player with the AMAX, they're going to just beam you off of it. However, the Kilo is more consistent, so you can rely on it a lot more compared to the AMAX. And then the fire shotgun, we saw it earlier on in the video. It just shreds everything in front of it. And like, if you need to do well in Warzone, if you're like, guys, we need to get a win, make sure you and your entire squad run this loadout and use the fire shotgun inside of buildings. Yes, it's horrible. I hope it gets nerfed when Season 1 comes out with Cold War, but it is just an exceptional weapon. And then the Kilo, anytime you get into a medium to long range fight, just use it. It's even good at shorter ranges. It's just not got that fire rate that's going to allow you to have that really fast time to kill, but it is a great weapon, and this is the best loadout in the game right now, in my opinion. But there we have it, the 5 most overpowered loadouts in Call of Duty Warzone. Let me know which your favorite is, and if you've got any others yourself, down in the comments below. Subscribe if you're new, and smash that thumbs up button. I'll really appreciate it. Daily content this month. Hope you're enjoying it, and I will see you tomorrow for another video.